What's up, you guys? It's your boy AOT Tom Westman, and I'm back at it again with another video. And man, I am excited about doing this video. The first day of drafts are over. The first round has been completed, man. I am super stoked. Now, let's go ahead and just jump right into it, man. The first pick of the draft, I was right. They went with Myles Garrett to Cleveland. Now, I think everybody, that was probably the most predictable. But the draft really started on that second pick. If you're a Bears fan, bro, condolences to you, bro. Like, if you're a Bears fan, like, I really feel bad for you, bro. Like, the second overall pick in the draft was a sleeper. I had him at 12, I think, was Mitchell Trubisky. Now, San Francisco originally had that second pick. And shout out to John Lynch, because on his first day on the job, he did pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to lie. He did a good job. Like, he really finessed the Chicago Bears. The Bears moved up just one spot to get Trubisky. And if I know your heart has to be hurting if you're a Chicago Bears fan. You moved up one spot, traded a lot of picks. They traded a third round. They traded a fourth round as well for Mitchell Trubisky. A dude that went 8-5, only played 13 games in his career, and played his worst when they needed him to. This dude lost to Duke and NC State. By the way, this is gonna be one of my longer videos, so I'm gonna need y'all to hold on here. You feel me? Wow, I'm shocked. Like, I'm really shocked. Like, tremendously shocked that happened. Like, I really am. I was so surprised when they, took him at 2. Are you serious? Like, they really took him at 2? Like, I'm still not really getting that. Like, I just cannot believe they took Mitchell Trubisky at 2. But Mitchell Trubisky goes to Chicago at 2, which was, to me, like I said, was just still crazy. Like, I'm still trying to, like, grasp that. Like, I can't believe that happened. Then, at 3, Solomon Thomas does go to the 49ers. So I picked the right team, but the wrong pick. So we were right on that. And then LSU took Leonard Fournette, which I had on my first mock draft, which I think that's a good pick for them. You know what I'm saying? Now, this was another surprise pick. The Titans took Corey Davis. That was a super surprise to me over Mike Williams. Bro, that surprised me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, Corey Davis, I get it. He's good. But I feel like he could have been picked at like 15, even possibly 20. To take him at 5. Wow. Like, I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie. At 6, the Jets took Jamal Adams, which I think was the best pick for them. The best pick in the draft, really, to me, besides the 49ers, and we'll talk about that later. The Jets, man, made a big move and got Jamal Adams, because Jamal Adams actually failed. He was supposed to go like 3 or 4. But when the first quarterback, and I told y'all, I think, in my previous video, which I'll put that link in the description, I told y'all that first quarterback that comes off the board is going to make the difference in the whole draft, and it really did. On down, we have the Chargers taking my man, Mike Williams. I think that's a good pick for them. Have Phillip Rivers somebody to throw to. I think that was a pretty good pick for them. You know what I'm saying? I was okay with that pick. The Panthers, like I said, it was pretty obvious once Leonard Fournette was gone that Carolina was going to take McCaffrey. I think everybody pretty much knew that. A lot of people on Panthers Twitter was really upset. I'm okay with that pick. I don't think he'll be a running back, though, and we'll get into that maybe into another video. But he won't be a running back. He'll basically be a slot wide receiver, and he might run a little bit of option sometime, but for the most part, he'll be a wide receiver. Now, number 9 with the Bengals was another extremely, I would say, not really a surprise, but it was kind of a surprise. The Bengals took John Ross, and he's one of those guys that I feel like only got drafted off of speed. I'm not saying that he's a bust. I'm not saying that he's not good. I'm just a little bit surprised he got took that early. Just me. Now, at the 10th pick, the Bills actually traded down, and the Chiefs moved up to get a quarterback. Now, at this point, I was thinking Deshaun Watson has to come off the board, right? No, wrong. Patrick Mahomes from Texas Tech actually went at 10, and I was extremely shocked. I was to take a guy that I've heard is very immature very undisciplined. Hurdy's not really a team leader. You take him over Deshaun Watson, ain't never had a winning season. I don't know, Andy Reid. I don't know what Andy Reid was thinking on that one, but, that's on him. The 11th pick was Marshon Lattimore. Now, I think in later drafts, I might have had him a little earlier, maybe a little later than this, but Marshon Lattimore went to the Saints. And then at 12 is where the Browns were sitting from that trade with the Eagles last year, but then they ended up giving that to the Texans. The Texans came up because the Cardinals were rumored to get Deshaun Watson, which I told y'all they were going to possibly do. The Cardinals were rumored to get Deshaun Watson. And basically the Browns were going to take him, but they were heard. Okay, let me get this straight. The Cardinals were trying to trade up one pick to get Deshaun Watson. And they actually called Houston that had their eyes on Deshaun Watson since day one and said, look, Cardinals trying to come get him. What y'all trying to give? And they gave up some picks, obviously. And Houston lands in Deshaun Watson. Now, honestly, why did Houston win on this trade? Really, to be real with you, Houston, all y'all needed was a quarterback. Y'all running back, y'all got Lamar Miller. He's good. Wide receiving core, we don't even have to talk about that. Nuke Hopkins, Will Fuller, Braxton Miller. I mean, the list goes on, man. You know what I'm saying? They're loaded at wide receiver. Jalen Strong, just a lot of wide receivers down there. So he's going to have plenty to throw to. O-line is pretty defense, and the defense is loaded. We already know what their defense can do. Patriots fans, watch out, man. And I'm telling you, I know y'all run the AFC, and y'all been running for the last decade or so. Watch out, man. I'm telling you, if Houston can keep this team intact, they're going to be deadly. And if Deshaun Watson develops how he did in college, I'm just telling you, they are going to run the AFC, period. So I'm so happy to see Deshaun Watson get took off. Then the 13th pick, I didn't even have this dude going in the first round. I actually had him going in the first pick in the second round, and that was Hassan Reddick. He ended up going to the Cardinals. It's a good pick. Derek Barnett actually ended up falling. I thought he would end up going to the Bengals, and he actually ended up going to the Eagles. So, I mean, I was okay with that pick. It wasn't a bad pick. They got him at a very good pick. But, you know what I'm saying? It's a good pick. I'm okay with that. Just would like to see how Derek's ceiling is going to be. But I like the kid. He got a lot of heart. The Colts actually get a steal, and nobody's talking about this. At the 15th pick, Malik Hooker slid all the way down to the 15th pick. Like, they're still, at this point, now have y'all noticed anything at this point? There has been no player from Alabama taken on the board yet. That's crazy. We're halfway through the first round and no Alabama player took. But in the next pick is when the Ravens come and get Marlon Humphreys. And then after that, it's like a row of Alabama players getting took. Then the Redskins took Jonathan Allen, which was projected to be on my draft like a 4 or 3, an early pick. Surprised he slid that low. Then the Titans kind of surprised me by jumping up and taking Adoree Jackson. I thought he's a late second, but hey, it's a good pick. He can play multiple positions, kick return. I wouldn't even be surprised sometimes they slide him in the slot sometimes. Just saying. You know what I'm saying? O.J. Howard. And that's another Alabama player. To the Buccaneers. I'm telling you guys now, and this is for my NFC South people. I am a Carolina Panthers fan, but at this point, I don't care what Falcons fans have to say, Panther fans have to say, Saints fans have to say. The Buccaneers are right now the best team on paper. Let me say that. On paper, they're the best team in the NFC South. Period. You can say what you want to say about Jameis Winston being an interception machine. They are on paper, they are the best team in the NFC South. And then I'll probably say Atlanta. Then I'll probably say the Panthers and the Saints at this moment. Now that can change throughout the weekend. We don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But right now, man, Buccaneers are like a force to be reckoned with at this point. The Broncos took Jared Bowles, which I think that's about around the point where I had him at. The Lions end up taking Jarrad Davis, another good pick out of Florida at the middle linebacker position. Now, I thought this guy, Charles Harris, might will slide down, but he actually got picked at 22 by the Dolphins, so that was a good pick. The Giants actually got Evan Ingram from Ole Miss, which I think is a tremendous pick because he's basically a wide receiver. He's not really even a tight end. But now the 24th pick, Jaron Conley. Jerron Conley, we just did a video about him, about the whole rape case, and we might do another separate video, but I'm gonna give you a little details right now. Jerron Conley was drafted in the first round. You remember we talked about that. I said he was not going to be drafted at all, especially like the first day. But apparently, according to these teams and according to the Cleveland Police Department, he took a lie detector test and he passed all of them. And a lot of teams were asking for the lie detector test for him, and he passed them. Now, is this saying that he's scotch-free? I don't really know, because we don't know. Well, he passed his drug test stuff, but we don't know if he might have been on the Molly. We don't know what the circumstances. He could have been on drugs and he really did not remember. So we don't want to just say he's innocent, but like I told y'all, it was just kind of a coincidence. The day before the draft, all of a sudden, reaching for money. So at this point, it's looking like Conley could be an innocent man, And I told y'all that this was very well possible, and y'all wanted to just jump to the conclusion that he was a rapist. It's not looking like that no more. We don't really know, but he was drafted at the 24th pick, so we just have to see how things work out on that. And we'll get into another video about that maybe later. Now, the Browns actually moved back and got Jabril Peppers. I think that's a good pick. The Falcons picked up a steal, a complete steal. The Seahawks actually traded back for this. Takkarist McKinley. Now, I know y'all seen him getting up there talking about his grandma and all that. This dude, he look like he's ready to strap on the pads right now. He was ready to go last night. I mean, honestly, he was. I honestly see so much potential in this dude, man. Him and Beasley on the same, man, Atlanta, if y'all don't get to the quarterback this year, I don't know what's y'all problem. Y'all would be ridiculous not to get to the cornerback this year. You have a pretty good secondary, and your D-line now is going to actually get to quarterbacks. Hey, Falcons, and your linebacking core is pretty straight. I mean, as a division rival, I see y'all. That's a good pick, bro. I'm definitely with that. Because it was rumors saying that y'all were trying to take Jabril Peppers, and that's crazy. The Bills took Tajarius White. Very good pick right there. A dude that dropped big time was Taco Charlton. I had him going 11 to the Saints. He dropped all the way 28 to the Cowboys, but the Cowboys got a steal right there. That's a steal. The Browns actually moved back and got David Njoku in that 29th pick. I think that's a tremendous pick. The Browns actually did good. Real talk, the Browns, people gonna slay the Browns. I think the Browns are a joke of the NFL. They did good though. They really did. They did better than a lot of teams in the NFL. They did better than the Browns. They did better than the Bears. Look at me, putting the Browns in the downs. They did better than a lot of teams, though. They really did better than the Chiefs, honestly, to be real with you. But anyway, on to the next thing. J.J. Watt's little brother, T.J. Watt, was taken to the Steelers. I believe him and J.J. Watt will face off Christmas Day, so that's going to be a good game. And this is the Steelers that drafted me, man. The 49ers picked up Reuben Foster. Now, the reason I say that's the steal of the draft, I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what weed he's smoking. This guy's the best player in the draft. And I've been saying that since day one. Literally, you can go back and look at some of my previous videos. This guy is a hit machine. Literally. They literally call this man the hit machine. Any guy that's called the hit machine, I'm worried about. Period. Any guy that's called the hit machine, I'm worried about. This dude is a beast. Him and Solomon Thomas is definitely going to cause some problems in backfields this year. And then with the last pick, the Saints took Ryan Ramczyk from Wisconsin, the left tackle. Bro, to end this off, there are so many good players left. Dalvin Cook, still there. Caleb Brentley, still there. Cam Robinson, still there. Tim Williams, still there. Alvin Kamara, Budda Baker, Kevin King, still there. So the draft is really just getting heated up. There's a lot of these guys that could have been first round talents, still there. So honestly, bro, I'm thinking Green Bay probably gonna take Dalvin Cook with this first pick in the draft later on tonight. This video probably will be going up about 2 or 3 hours before the draft. Honestly, man, the first round was crazy as it's been in years. So you guys get in the comment box, man, and let me know how y'all feel about the rest of the draft, man, and how y'all feel about these picks and how y'all feel about the Bears, man. Just being a disappointment. I'm out, man.